Welcome back, Cable Maniacs. We are still at Cowtown. We are wrapping up day one. We have our last guest of the evening, Miss Stephanie Nadolny. Did I get that right?
Wow. No. It's okay. I'll go with that.
What did I say?
Nadolny.
Nadolny.
Focus
what did
on
I say?
the doll.
What did I say?
Nadolny. That sounds like you know what that sounds like? It sounds like an Italian dish.
Yeah, or like a
with lots
mobster
of
boss.
Marinara, yeah.
Yeah, it's Mr. Aldoni.
Yeah, Naldoni. He's coming to get you, Tony. He's coming. It's a spicy meatball. I hope I'm not holding this too close. I'll get this.
Okay.
Because I'm a singer, so like when you sing, you have to like not eat the mic, but be like right up on it. Whoa.
Now that we've got that established.
Okay.
This lovely lady we have interviewed once before. She has done some voice acting and some pretty popular characters. I mean,
yeah.
Pretty sure everybody knows who they are. And that would be...
or they know someone that knows them.
Yeah.
If they don't.
Might be Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, OKKO, Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a few.
Yeah.
And you may do characters that they may
Yes,
know.
Kai. Oh, my. I am not nosy.
See what I'm saying?
And Baby Trunks.
And Baby Trunks.
I could do this all day. I love babies. Babies. Especially the ones that people bring up that are dressed up as a little Goku or a little Gohan. It just
Did they have the tail? It makes it even better.
melts my heart. I met one the other day and they had like the Super Saiyan hair on his head, like a little cap. It was so cute.
I heard you had a pretty good yell and scream yourself, like.
Oh yeah, I didn't even know I could do that. I mean, until the time came when
You had to go Super Saiyan.
When Cell Saga came out, it's like, hey, I was given the direction and I followed the direction and it was in there.
So,
I grew up with brothers and I've been a singer since I was 3, so I've always utilized my voice in some form or fashion.
So you were a part of the whole fusion thing.
I don't know if I was. I don't think so. I do know that at one point in time when we were doing one of the movies, Kyle Hebert plays the voice of Gohan as an adult.
Okay.
And then so I'm Gohan up until then. And they fused our voices together when they made the transformation from teen. Well, it's not really teen Gohan because he's like 11, but from that point of the character into Kyle's voice, and they merged our voices together while we were screaming. So I'm like, "Ah!" or whatever. "Ah!" And then they fused his voice in. The fans will know so much more about this than I do, but it was kind of a cool moment.
Yeah, they're telling me in the comments right now as they're seeing this. They're like, no, guys.
Comments. Is this like Facebook Live?
It's not
I'm
live,
sorry, guys. I don't know.
But as they're seeing this,
Oh,
they're
right.
typing. You
Well,
know what I mean?
In the future.
In the future.
This
You're
isn't
typing
happening.
in the future.
Well, it's happening
But
now.
I already know you're
but-
doing it
Exactly.
because you do it all the time.
Prepare your mind to
That's
explode.
right.
It's like mind explosion.
So you said before we started this that you had some new things coming out,
Oh.
some new projects that you want to talk about,
I wish I could.
but you can't talk about
Well,
them.
I know.
You say you want to talk
That's a
about
good
them.
sign, I think, when I hear people, because they're like, hey, I got something going on, but I can't talk about it. It's like finally some stuff's kind of coming up down the pike for me with voiceover. Some of it is pilot type stuff, so
Okay.
we're not sure where it's going to go, but it's like, hey, let's go ahead and do a couple episodes of this or that, and then we'll see what happens. It may be a few months down the road or a year or whatever, but until then, I'm dabbling in. I do radio commercials for Salem Communications through Dan Bradford, who's my kind of a business manager partner and bass player in our band Moonglass. We have a band called Moonglass Band. We're trying to get up and going again from the pandemic's kind of.
And you are a singer in this
I'm a
band?
singer. Yes, I'm a.
Are you the singer?
Well, all the guys sing.
Okay.
When we have our quartet, we all sing, so it's 4-part harmony. But
Okay.
the only female singer in the band at this time.
So you were the singer?
Yeah, well, they sing too. We trade off, and I play a little percussion, very light, percussion. I'm not the greatest, but yeah, tambourine, shakers, and things like that. I'm taking piano lessons again, which I took when I was younger, and now I'm learning a whole different way, like with chords and stuff, as opposed to like, I don't know. I'm kind of play by ear more
But it's
than
a quartet, but it doesn't necessarily mean a cappella. Is it no?
we play instruments. Yeah, we've got a drummer and a keyboard. Well, like I said, depends on the gig itself. Right now, we're doing a lot of trio stuff because we're doing some smaller gigs, some more intimate, like restaurants and
Those are the
Music
best
City
anyway.
Mall in Louisville and stuff like that. And we've been freshening up some of our newer material so we can play some venues that are the audiences are younger, millennials. So we're learning some newer stuff. I say newer, it's like 2000s.
More contemporary.
It's new to us, because we played at the WinStar Casino for the senior breakfast for 4 years, and so we were playing lots of older stuff.
Okay.
R&B, soul, jazz, country, from like 50s through the 90s mostly. So we're brushing up on the newer stuff.
What area of the country is this taking place in, to where, like, if we have viewers that they might be able to
Well, it's all DFW, Dallas-Fort Worth
Okay.
right now. I mean, we do travel a little bit, but mostly I've been doing these conventions, doing the convention circuit. I'm very grateful that the characters I was cast at years ago were somewhat iconic, I guess, and so I'm able to go out and meet the fans face to face and do things like this. This is my favorite part of what I do, and hear the stories about, when the fans watch the show, they have lots of questions. Some of them want to get into voice acting, or they just want to meet and talk about their favorite moments, sign autographs, and it's been very.
I can tell you a true funny story with my experience with Dragon Ball.
Okay.
The first speeding ticket that I ever got in my life, and I was raised with my grandparents. I thought they were going to skin me alive. I was
so scared when I got my first ticket. Ugh.
But I got out of high school. I got out of school that day, and I rushed home to catch the latest episode of
Dragon Ball Z.
Exactly. And I got a speeding ticket because I was speeding, trying to hurry up and get home before it came on. And I told
y'all.
myself that the best thing to do would just to be tell the truth. I should have lied because my grandparents were not happy when I should have told them I had to go to the bathroom or anything besides I was trying to get home to watch Dragon Ball Z.
Well, if the one who pulled you over was a fan of the show himself,
Right.
which probably maybe not that long ago, but
Right. Well, I didn't
he'd
tell
be like,
the
man,
cop,
I understand. Get on over there. I'm watching it too. Yeah.
I'll let you go. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. They're going Super Saiyan this week. Yeah.
Well, so you were excited. You didn't want to miss it.
Yeah, I didn't want to miss it. So, but yeah, that's my one. That's my
Back
one
in
story.
the day when you had to watch it, you couldn't fast forward or tape
That's
it or
right.
TiVo or whatever all of the new technology is.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it's very inspiring to me, and it's helped me come out of some really dark times in my life to get back out in front of the fans and hear stories about that. Kind of reestablished me reinventing my life and kind of coming out of some dark times, some grief and loss, and we all struggle.
We do.
Yeah, kick some demons' butt. Had to do that. So
Yep.
yeah, and so it's like it's kind of been inspiring for me after having done these voices and these characters.
Comic-Con, vendors, artists, fans.
Yes.
Thank you
Years
guys
ago.
For a really fun first day.
Yes.
Really appreciate everyone coming out today.
This is a normal occurrence.
3 minutes.
It's McLean again.
McLean, I love him.
Let's
He's
start
pretty
right
awesome.
now for the day.
1 hour later.
Yep. That announcement means that we're getting really close to the end of Cowtown
So the first day anyway.
for the first day.
Cowtown Comic Con, come
Yep.
on down, Hearst, Texas Conference Center.
That's right.
Yeehaw.
I said something about one time, interviewed another guy, and I was like, how would I, how you even try to be a voice actor? How do you, I know being able to act,
Right.
it would be the main thing, but to if you didn't care about being seen, but you
Right.
thought you could throw your
And then
voice
do it in your
good.
PJs,
Right.
on your underwear, just record, grab some coffee, and go for it. No, I'm kidding.
Who do you even,
I didn't do any of that. I started out singing, loving singing as a child, music, anything from disco to rock and roll, a lot of 80s, 70s music. My dad was a big Beatles fan. Mom was a big Neil Diamond. I was a big Donna Summer fan. So I just had so much influence from coming from all types of music, and it got me through a lot of, tough times growing up. I would just get lost in the music, and so I was always using my voice. And I had a tape recorder when I was a super little girl, very young, and I would carry that tape recorder around and record character voices off the TV, friends, babysitters, and then I would mimic back what I heard. And then a friend of mine in middle school, actually not even middle school yet, I guess we were like 11 or 12, a neighbor in a little town in Durant, Oklahoma. I guess it was middle school. We would make up these shows. We'd have radio shows. I say radio, but we were on cassette.
Yeah.
And we would just come up with different character voices, and I would interview her, and she would interview me. And somewhere in my garage are these tapes that I desperately need to find and convert
Yes,
over.
you
But
do.
me and I would just we just made it up. We'd make up theme songs. I would write poetry and write lyrics and songs, and I never went out and like, I'm going to be a voice actor like that. That wasn't it for me. I wanted to be a singer. I wanted to have a recording contract. I wanted to tour, and I ended up doing that with Vince Vance and the Valiants. So that was a awesome experience,
Right.
to tour the United States and parts of Canada and Europe. And then when I got cast as Gohan, all of that happened because I was singing with Vince Vance and the Valiants and Brave Combo out of Denton, Texas. And I ended up at the session time at a studio and was singing. And then I met the producer, Barry Watson, at that session. He's like, your voice is very unique. It's got this very animated, have you ever done voice work? And I'm like, well, I've been voicing. It's what got me in trouble in school, talking and crying too loud and getting, in trouble when I was a little girl, but now I'm living the dream of making a living and being a professional voice actor and singer, which is what I always wanted to do.
Right.
I did try college and I loved school, but once I got that call for an audition to join a show band, and I was off and running on the road and never
would've done the
looked
same
back.
thing.
So the voice acting was something I did for fun. Like when we were little kids, we would prank phone call back in the day when we had like the rotary dial.
The real
I say
telephone.
the rotary dial, but I guess we had the push button phones at that time, and then we'd call our friends and change our voices, and I would change my answering machine message in college and play music and change my voice and just play around and
Right.
it was just pure silliness. It was just something I enjoyed doing, and then here I am voicing all kinds of different characters. And then there was some other things I did with Gemmy Industries, put out toys, and I would come in and they would have me do literally like voice after voice, just boom, 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 just like a bunny rabbit voice, and then a mouse singing Christmas carols, and a Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and then Halloween, a little kid dressed up as a ghost. Ooh, I'm scared, just different types of voices, and then we would just rattle them off. And so that was something that I don't know if the fans know, I did a lot of that with Gemmy Industries, and so that
Okay.
was just, I don't know, cute little. What's a bunny sound? Well, a bunny would kind of sound more kind of like this, I don't know, just make up voices. So it was just all coming to life, and then I was actually getting a paycheck for it.
Yeah, that sounds a lot of fun, though.
It was fun, yeah. And so, honestly, I didn't go to school for it. My training was real life, was playing with kids down the street, recording their voices, my stepbrothers, my brother, mimicking Beavis and Butthead,
Right.
shut up, Beavis, and
Right.
Marge Simpson, it's a Timothy's desk. I just would hear and just running around the house doing laundry, something would be on the TV, and I'm like, oh, that's a cool voice. See if I can do that one. And
Right.
but Dad on King of the Hill, it just comes natural. I don't know. Because
Right.
I've just been using my voice for anything and everything my whole life. Like I said, I used to get in trouble for it. Like it
Right.
wasn't a good thing. It wasn't a good thing growing up. But now it's great.
When you're good at something, you should do that thing.
Yeah.
And to be able to be paid for it
Right.
is even better.
I just figured everybody could do it. Because, that's what I just did. I just naturally did anything and everything involving the voice, from singing, traveling, touring with a band, and cutting up in the dressing room, doing different voices and teasing people. I just assume everybody could do it.
I don't think everybody likes the sound of their own voice as much as we do.
Right.
Yeah.
But I guess another thing that is very interesting to me and very humbling is the voice acting work that I've done put me on the map more than my singing, and my singing was always my first love and passion. But but both involve the voice.
Right.
And both involve utilizing the voice and changing it to adapt to different gigs, weddings, parties, whatever it is, adapting that voice. And then with being in a show band, we were characters. We were Vince Vance and the Valiants, featuring the Vivacious Vixens of Rock and Roll, Venus, Violet, and Victoria.
Right.
So we were characters, and so we were able to utilize our acting and costuming, dancing. I was able to utilize all the experience from being in plays and musicals and drill team and pom pom and
Right.
I mean, all of that was just my whole world. Anything from a talent show to when they had those little booths with the little cassettes and you could sing along with the karaoke track at like the amusement parks. I mean, it was just anything I could get my hands on that involved a voice was fascinating to me.
I'm wanting people to be able to know anything that they can know. Now we know that there are some top secret squirrel mission things in the works.
Oh, right.
But anything you would like them to go check out that you're like, hey, if you don't know who I am and you want to see something of mine and you've never watched Dragon Ball, like go check this out.
Some things that you can check out that my name might not necessarily be attached to on YouTube is I had this awesome opportunity to work with Carl Finch and Brave Combo. We did our own album called The Cookies, which I'm hoping to get up onto the internet because it kind of just sat there. We didn't really know what to do with it.
Right.
In like 97 or 99. But the music's original and it's beautiful, and I'm hoping to get that out. And then I was able to work with him also working on some animation themes for Kitty Grade. I did the English opening and closing for Kitty Grade, and then I did Sayonara Bye Bye for Yu Yu Hakusho.
Okay.
And I was able to direct some of the singers, so I got behind the seat of the director's chair, and that was like really a cool experience. But there's some of that kind of stuff on YouTube, and I was Deb the mom in The Adventures of Ryan DeFreitas, which was on American Family Networks, which was a faith-based show.
Okay.
I was on the pilot and did the first 8 episodes of OKKO, Lakewood Plaza Turbo. It was Lakewood Plaza Turbo, and then they changed the name to OKKO, and that was on Cartoon Network. So I did that for a few years, and I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of bouncing all over the place. I'm happiest when I'm busy. COVID was super hard. For everybody it was, but not being able to perform live and sharing microphones and it just
Right.
wow, when you're a people person and you want to be around
Yeah,
people all the
it's
time and you have to stay at home and find a way to cope with it and try not to catch it and all that.
We have got some spoiled viewers. We do. Now I don't know
Yeah.
about other people's viewers, but our viewers are pretty spoiled. We like to keep them that way.
Yeah.
We have like to give them free things. We've got something.
Yes,
and-
freebies.
and like everybody else.
I love it.
This is a print right here. Tell us who did this print.
Okay. Oh, this will be great. Davirus, Davirus. This print was it's original artwork from my friend Ozzy. He lives in Orlando, Florida. Him and his wife and his daughter. I met them at a convention in San Angelo, like 3 years ago, and I saw his work, and he was a fan, and we just kind of put our heads together. And he had actually already drawn this, and I was like, "This is like amazing! Like, wow,
I need these. Yeah.
I mean, everyone has a talent, right?
Right.
And this guy, this is his talent. He's got it. And I hope to see them. Actually, I've got some Comic-Cons coming up in the Florida area, including Super Saiyan. So his name is Ozzy Davirus, and he's on Instagram, all over the social media. He's amazing.
And it's signed by Miss Stephanie Nadolny.
And this is Super Saiyan Gohan.
Not Stephanie Nadolny, who, to my knowledge, does not exist.
No, or what a Nanaldi, or I've heard of all, Natalie. And then he also did some other ones of Kid Goku on the Nimbus Cloud, super cute. And then he did a young Gohan for me as well. Those are all on my table, and I have those available for autographs.
This is a really cool print.
You can do them through the mail if you want to.
Hey, and tell them.
My new website's coming up.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. It's been on delay. COVID has been taking people down, so it's been on hiatus, but it is stephanienadolny.com. It'll have where I'm going to be, what I'm doing, and maybe some links and stuff like that. I've got somebody that's going to be taking care of that. And what else is going on? Just conventions and signings, comic book stores, have Cartwheel Travel. Yeah.
Yep, we have one. As a matter of fact.
In Arkansas?
Yes.
Oh.
And you know what is probably our most, one of our most popular things that people ask about? Dragon Ball stuff.
No, for real?
Yes.
That's so cool. Kamehameha.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm from Memphis, Tennessee.
They would geek out.
Yeah.
Our people would geek out, and that would be what we want.
I love the geeks. I don't fit in. They don't fit in. We don't fit in together. It's great. Misfits, right? Yeah.
Miss Stephanie, we had your social media we talked about already.
StephanieNadolny.com. I also have Instagram, Stephanie Nadolny, and Facebook is Stephanie Nadolny. Everything, I guess, is Stephanie Nadolny. Yeah, that's my socials. I'm trying, y'all. Just be patient with me. I'm trying to get on TikTok.
That's
I
right.
think that would be really cool because I have some really crazy things that happen in my crazy, insane life. Could practically be a sitcom. So,
All right, y'all. Hit the
hopefully I'll
comments. Hit the
get to
likes.
meet all of you guys someday at a comic book store near you.
At Gabe's Caves, comic books, cards, and collectibles.
And then I can go to Memphis and see my family, my southern family.
That's right.
Down south.
Well, Miss Stephanie, it was good sitting here talking to you again.
You too. My pleasure.
Yes, absolutely.
Thanks
All right,
for having
Cave
me.
Maniacs. See y'all next time.
Come me high. Yeah.